Hey, Jason Whitlock. Hey, my guy. No, you're not my guy. Guy, come here. You're not that guy, pal. You're not. That big rack of hers, that's inappropriate. That butter skin, that's inappropriate. Like, bro, you're not that guy.
Cam Newton defends Joy Taylor. Check out what Cam had to say.
With that being said, let's talk about this Fox Sports accusation or this lawsuit that is a big deal.
It is. So the lawsuit go deep, Boog. All right, so a former Fox Sports hairstylist, noushin faraji, has filed a lawsuit against Fox Sports, FS1, Executive Vice President Charlie Dixon, Skip Bayless, and co-host Joy Taylor. All right, so the lawsuit entails allegations with sexual harassment and unwanted advancement and physical contact. So it's really murky in FS1 right now. And so
Very
with
murky.
this, it's a lot of stuff going on. Some stuff might be true, some stuff may not be true, may be true and may not be true.
Yeah.
So we here to pretty much talk about it and give more detail on what's going on.
So let me say this, because I don't want to be mute to the real issue here. And my issue, personal issue, is that where's the public statement from Fox Sport? Because I'll say it like this. It's not fun when the rabbit got the gun.
Yeah, I believe Fox, they put out some type of statement. They didn't want to go in detail, of course, just due to the nature and everything currently going on. But I seen something on the ground floating from a Fox representative.
That's true.
Or same thing, make you laugh,
Make you cry.
Now, if this was LeBron James, if this was Cam Newton, if this was Steph Curry, if this was Michael Jordan, if this was Odell Beckham, if this was Justin Jefferson, Joe Burrow, any type of sexual harassment in any magnitude, Fox Sport, ABC, Disney, ESPN, they will be covering and be wanting a statement. And that's my issue. Where's the statement, Fox, FS1, Fox? I don't care. And we haven't heard from it. This accusation came out on Sunday night.
Yeah.
It's Wednesday. Hello?
And it's so deep, and the details are there.
There's a lot of accusations that have been filed. Yes?
Yeah.
And there's a list of them. You have names like Charlie Dixon. You have names like Skip Bayless. You have names like Joy Taylor. We have Emmanuel Achos of the world, and even mentions of a Shannon Sharp.
I see Skip Bayless, he on the ground dropping YouTube videos, so he's trying his best to move forward, but you can see that he's not going to be commenting. So one thing about Skip, he's just going to keep everything on the low. He going to wait till all the legal stuff gets situated, but I don't think you're going to hear from Skip as far as, these allegations, no matter which way this thing goes.
Now, granted, these are still accusations, but yet we have not heard a statement, a public statement, or more information for the public. Where is that at? And granted, I have to speak on behalf of the athletes, because if an athlete was ever charged or accusations, Deshaun Watson, you got to speak out on it.
Yeah, one thing with athletes, we've seen the biggest athletes or the athletes that may not have the notoriety, but if the media picks it up, they're going to want answers from these athletes like a Deshaun Watson. So that's what I'm saying with Skip. Not going to hear nothing from him. Haven't heard anything from Charlie Dixon about these allegations. So I hear what he's saying as far as the athlete having to speak up if there's some allegations out there about them.
We haven't heard from anybody, and it's almost been swept under the rug. And I say that because there have been shows and nobody's speaking on it, or speaking very brief. And that ain't good enough.
Yeah.
This is a serious matter. This is damn near, it is a part of the Me Too movement, where executives use their power in ways that corrupts the workplace environment. And we haven't heard anything from that. That's my issue. So if we're going to hold athletes to a standard, we got to also hold the networks and the executives to that same standard.
And those hoes, if an athlete would have done something, they would have been the first person
Come on now.
to speak out and go against it and asking for a statement. Instead, they have cut their comments off on social.
Correct.
Nobody has done anything.
Deleted content.
Exactly.
It's all, so,
and they have moved on just like it never happened.
So
Emmanuel Acho, he deleted something too, talking about Joy Taylor working hard and everything that she done to get to this point. So you got people like him deleting stuff too. So you can't forget about that.
we have to, we owe a service to people to have information.
Yeah.
And I must also respect that it's still accusations. Mm-hmm. But FS1, where's the statements and how do you fend yourself? Now, granted, anything in the court of law has its restraints. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? I just know if I was in this situation, that's where your publicist has to make a statement. You have to do certain things, and I'm not getting that same energy, or I don't feel like they're being held accountable. And it's subjective for me to say. I just haven't heard it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Now, with this lawsuit kind of coming into or having light shed on it, you have the Jason Whitlocks of the world to say certain things as well. What did he say?
I know what I'm capable of. And that big rack of hers that she showed off constantly, it's just, and that peanut butter skin with that big rack, like, Jay, keep your distance.
Okay. Hey, Jason Whitlock. Hey, my guy. No, you're not my guy. Guy, come here. You're not that guy, pal. You're not. That big rack of hers, that's inappropriate. That butter skin, that's inappropriate. Like, bro, you're not that guy.
Now that video, people may take it out of context, just that clip. You got to watch the full live stream of that episode of Whitlock. He really did a full breakdown, but he's basically saying he know how he is, so he's not going to feed into that type of energy if Joy was bringing that to him, allegedly. So I see where he was coming from with it. But of course, you know, Cam, he going to try his best to defend Joy and women, of course. That's cool, but you got to really watch the full live stream to get the full context of that conversation by Whitlock.
So to comment on something like this, bro, stay in your lane. Whether Joy did what she did, the accusations are true or not, stay in your lane, Jayson. All right? Because, bro, like, you're having an outer body experience, and it's time for me to put you back in your body to let you know, bro, you're not that guy, pal. Yeah. So whether you want to speak on your 2 cents or not, keep it. Please do. Because, no, it ain't that.
But I wanted to ask you a question, too, for Joy Taylor. Not saying the allegations are true, but how would one move around in the industry now as a host to be taken serious, and for people like Jason Whitlock not to make these statements about them? Like, when I see you, it's like, oh, I know what she about. Let me say what I say.
I remember having a conversation with my lady, and she brought up a point that I never really considered, is there's a such thing as pretty girl privilege, but there's also a thing where you have pretty girl exclusion.
There is a lot of pretty girl privilege out there. Again, with Joy, I know she's worked hard. Remember her on the radio shows in Miami 10 plus years ago. So she put in the work, but could there have been some stuff going on behind the scenes that could be true or couldn't be true? Again, this is all allegations.
Elaborate.
You see what I'm saying? So, like, when you're a pretty girl, it's hard for people to take you serious because your physique looks a certain type of way, because your face looks a certain type of way. And that's just the truth.
So they see you before they hear you.
That. Okay. And it's sometimes unfortunate because you can be a very attractive person, Joy, Molly, Jazz, multiple other, talent that's on ESPN and Fox. And what do you tell them? Just because you're a pretty girl, you're not qualified? Or if you do get this job, you only got it because you slept with somebody? That's bullshit. Yeah. That's bullshit. And no matter how you look, no matter what color your skin is, the job should go to the person who's most deserving of the job, no matter how you look.
That's true. I hear what you're saying with that, but you got to understand with Joy and these allegations, the stuff that's being said is more to the story than just, being a pretty face out there. There could be some possible manipulation, allegedly. So we got to really let that play out. Not sure if we're going to find the full details, but this is where we're at right now. And I hear what you're saying, Cam. I know you're trying to defend her. You're at ESPN. You're corporate now. So these type of matters, you got to stand on whatever the side you want to stand on. And he's trying his best to defend Joy right now.
Right? So Joy, is she a very attractive woman? Absolutely. And it's not for me to make inappropriate statements, Jayson, by saying that rack. Like, bro, come on, bro. Like, all right, let's put it like this, since we want to get personal. Like, yo, who you sleeping with?
What she look like?
Like, bring her to the forefront, him to the forefront, because now you got to be open in these things.
You gotta be, huh?
You know what I'm saying? And it ain't.
Oh, damn. So he throwing shots at Whitlock. I get it. Whitlock, public enemy #1. He's made a lot of comments before and currently, but you really got to listen to what he's saying. Got to listen to the live stream. Can't just take that specific clip and then just try to, round up everything as far as what you think Whitlock is trying to say. You're not going to really give him a chance because you may not like him, but got to watch the content. He was saying some real stuff, and, he makes his jokes. People say it's overboard, but I just say it's all entertainment.
Ain't no shade, but I'm just keeping it a bug.
Yeah.
This is a person who's, bro, like been a villain in the industry for years. So I'm like, bro, we want to see her, him, whoever. I'm not judging you, bro. I'm just saying, don't say no inappropriate things like that and not be questioned about that. But also too, from the talent standpoint, the Joys, the Mollys, the girls or the females who are attractive, that doesn't mean that they aren't talented or the right person for the job. Because it took me to appreciate Molly Karam even more by working with her and understanding she's a fucking beast.
Yeah.
The way she's able to tee up certain individuals, the Ryan Clarks, the Stephen A. Smiths, the Shannon Sharps, the Mad Dogs of the world, like that's a talent.
I hear what you're saying, Cam. Again, you're on the ESPN team now, making some good moves. Congrats to you joining the First Take team. But, I can see that you're kind of, one-sided with it. And again, that's your opinion. It is what it is, man.
That requires a certain individual to know.
Yeah.
Very professional. Very, I come here to work and I do my job at a high level. So let's not get distracted by how she looked rather than what she's actually bringing to the table, because she's a definite game changer for sure, as well as Joy.
So I have to ask you from that perspective, all right, from that side, but from the side of the owner Cam, the boss Cam, right? And so you have this boss as the executive vice president, Charlie Dixon, even though they are allegations. Mm-hmm. How do you, as a boss, an owner, a president,
a person who has high regards, but you also have to walk with integrity.
Yes, and that's what I'm saying. Even when you have employees that are of the opposite sex, how do you walk in integrity and how do you set the environment for that?
Best advice is, man, handle your business outside of work. Don't try to, do stuff like that on the job, because that's where you get all the allegations. So don't do anything at work. Handle everything off the clock, and you won't find yourself in these situations, or this specific situation.
Bro, first and foremost, people who know me and who work alongside with me, last year I made a very important hire for my production company. Mm-hmm. And hiring a female in Kristen Myers, who is a female, very attractive, but I've never crossed the line. And understanding she didn't get it because she looked good. She got it because she deserved to get that opportunity. Yeah. Right? And you see it oftentimes in the industry where people can get boxed out by like, dang, she looked good, so what you gonna do for me? You won't do that to a male. Yeah. But in my position, you have to make sure that you're always cognizant of the workplace environment. There's been multiple times where I've had to have exclusive conversations, right? Just me and Kristen, right? There's been opportunity or times where I had to make sure that she's comfortable as well as I'm comfortable. Mm-hmm. And this is the thing too. I want to make damn sure that I'm being held accountable to the potentials of what it could look like and also the direct of what it could potentially look like.
again, man, y'all got to be careful out there. Have your fun, do what you got to do. But when you start trying to mix and match on the job, that's where you get into these situations. But again, man, he's standing up for Joy. No one's trying to bash her, but she's been known to talk her talk, and now the shoe is on the other foot. I'm seeing her on the show. She's looking a little shell-shocked. Her vibe and energy is off, so we're going to see what happens moving forward with this lawsuit, all the allegations, and I'll keep y'all updated.